My name is Andile Ncube. This is Sports Not Amplified with Andile. Thank you so much to the Touchdown team. They're back again tomorrow. Oh, no. Today's Friday. They're back on Monday between 3 and 6. It's a brand of radio like no other, and they're planning such a big week next week. Next week on the Touchdown is going to be an international week. It's going to be one of those weeks where even people in America and around the world need to hear it because of their plans. So make sure that you do catch them on the show between 3 and 6, Mondays to Fridays. Today's Friday, though, which means it's Podcast Fridays. The guys are here. Spium Konza, he played, and I need to take a deep breath every time before this. Former Bafana Bafana, former Golden Arrows, Norrisburg United, Amazulu, Kaiser Chiefs. What did I leave out?
Yeah,
Super Sport United. Ngibalile Golden Arrows, Super Sport United. What else?
Yeah,
Amazulu ngabalile. Azange ku Celtic.
Norrisburg United.
Celtic, so there you go. Arrows, so all the teams in Durban except the Royal AM.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, except.
What else? I've counted 7. What else? Ria Stars. So you played for 8 teams.
How old are you?
That's Spium Konza, who played for Bafana Bafana as well. His first call-up, he was sharing a room with the mighty Dr. Kumalo. You can imagine as a young man gets to his room and he finds the good doctor there. And of course, right next to me is a man who everybody's asking me where his Twitter handle is. I don't know what his Twitter handle is. Nadim is with us. Nadim, what's your Twitter handle?
I don't have Twitter. I used to be too vocal, then I thought, let me stop.
You used to be too vocal on Twitter?
Yeah, I remember like some time ago, so I decided that, no. No, let me just leave it. No, I can still go back, but I don't think I'll ever do that anyway.
Oh, we appreciate it. Thanks so much for being here. Pro Pilane, we need to celebrate Pro Pilane.
Yeah.
Pro Pilane is not with us today because, the amazing work that he does here and on Twitter has opened up yet another platform for him. Currently, he is down in Durban with Bafana Bafana, and he's the media manager for Bafana Bafana at the moment. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. One of our very own here on the show, Pilane, doing big things. So congrats, we're very proud of Pro Pilane. So we decided, hey man, let's go to Twitter again and find a vocal person and let's see who we can come up with. And we've got at Jacobs_Pule, who now joins us as going to be our Pilane for today. Pule, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're out in Mpumalanga. Welcome.
Good evening, Andile. Good evening to the guys there in the studio, and good evening to your listeners.
Lekosi, for those that are listening now and they're like, hey, they're bringing another person. Who is this person? Who would you say you are? How would you describe yourself to our listeners?
I'm a very much football-loving person. Everyone knows that. I always go deep down into the archives of our football because I love our football history being told. And obviously, as a football person growing up in South Africa in a township, one will always have a team that one supports. So I think everyone knows that I am a Chiefs supporter, but I won't be biased in any way during our discussions today.
Hey man, listen, welcome to it. You never know what these opportunities could bring. Pilane was just tweeting a couple of months ago today. He's an SABC Sport employee and, of course, also working for Bafana Bafana. So we welcome you with warm hands here. Do, though, know that gloves are off. The rules are pretty simple. Speak factual things. Speak what you know. Speak what you've researched and be kind all the time. 14 after the hour 6. So when we come back, we speak about Bafana Bafana. They're in a group with, 6 other teams, yeah?
5.
It's 5. It's 6, total of 6 teams.
6,
They're in a group with 5 other teams. We'll take a look at that. And the guys will tell us what they think as far as that group is concerned. But also, we're going to go to Potsane being signed by Kaiser Chiefs. This is the first Friday the guys are back since then. We'll speak about the Royal AM ban being lifted. That's what the lawyer said. We spoke to both lawyers on both camps. We spoke to Royal AM. We spoke to Nokovic's camp as well, all the way from Croatia. You heard what they had to say. We'll play you a little bit of what they had to say, and then we'll leave it up to the guys. But the big conversation today, because Spium Konza wanted to know, and the listeners took him on this one, was around what is a big team?
Yeah.
What is a big team? When you say Kaiser Chiefs are a big team, and that was the argument.
Yeah.
When you say Sundowns are a big team, because that was the other part.
Yeah.
Others can say Swallows is a big team, especially now since we're back with Moroka Swallows Football Club.
Yeah.
So what is a big team? Welcome back. It's 18 after the hour 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. It's Sports Not Amplified with Andile. I am Andile Ncube. In the studio, of course, we've got 3 gentlemen that will be landing their voices and opinions to the week that was. We take a look at the biggest hits as far as news is concerned over the last week. and then discuss it. We do have a new entrant to our panel today. Pilani not with us, but it doesn't mean that we're not able to find capable people to help us. Jacobs Pule, it's at Jacobs_Pule on Twitter, known as Al Patron, is joining us for our conversation today. Nadim, welcome to the show and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Andile.
Let's start with this one here. Royal AM, they released a statement during the week after, of course, the FIFA had said to them that you're banned from signing any players up until the matter with Nokovic is resolved and you've paid him the 12 million. They said, no, we're going to go to CAS, the Court of Sports Arbitration out in Switzerland. We're going to say to them, guys, we're not happy with this, and we're going to get this banned, and we're going to get the ban lifted. They came back this week and they said, hey, on Wednesday, the ban has been lifted. We spoke to both the lawyer for Nokovic. We spoke to the lawyer for Royal AM. Have a listen to this and then tell me your thoughts.
I'm not sure how they end up with that sort of conclusion. In my opinion, everything is still the same. I got the same letter from the CAS. I didn't see that anything is suspended. I think, again, it might be an attempt from the club to mislead the public.
They even say this application is moot. Let me read to you. It says it may not, therefore, an application in this respect is moot because by mere initiation of this appeal proceeding, that decision of FIFA is stayed. It's not me. It's this letter. How clear can this letter be? That decision rendered by FIFA, which is one package, is the payment of the sum of money if you don't pay within 45 days, a transfer ban, is ex lege suspended through the application of the CAS statute and application of the FIFA statute as well.
20 after the hour 6. So that was the two lawyers now speaking on this matter. Nadim, I know you were listening to the show on the day. What are your thoughts, having heard both sides?
I think Royal Aim are still suspended by FIFA unless maybe FIFA announced that the ban has been lifted, or Royal Aim show us the letter that's actually lifted the suspension, or SAFA confirm that, of course, through the appeal, the ban has been lifted. I mean, I can't just believe the lawyer because they say so, because the other lawyer is saying it's still not lifted and Royal AM lawyer said it's lifted. So who do you believe? We believe that they are suspended because there's no concrete proof. Because same applies with Kaizer Chiefs. They did also had a player that, during Dex time, they were suspended. They did appeal, but they couldn't sign players. Lots of watch football all over the world. Even I sent you the story of Cologne where they are banned. FIFA, the case confirmed that the ban has been lifted officially through a statement. This one is going to only confirm through the lawyer, Royal Aim's lawyer. I understand what the lawyer is trying to do. He's trying to take the case all the way. Obvious. That's how lawyers make money. By taking, the more it drags, the lawyer's going to make money. Mamkis is going to lose money. By the time CAS pronounced that, okay, pay the player, the ban is going to be lifted, the lawyer will have made a lot of money. Mamkis will have to pay the lawyer and Nukovic. That's how it's going to be. That's how it is at the moment.
I would have thought so as well. Maybe I would have been of that mindset. But Leruma Tobejane read Mkonza. Yeah. He read from the letter that CAS had sent. He said, Andile, let me read to you. And he went to the letter
from him?
And he quoted what the letter had said.
Yeah. Because if we pay Andile, CAS has informed all the parties through correspondence in 11th July about this thing. I mean, if manje, lawyer Ganakovic, Utavo Lazik, said it's a delaying tactic, they're misleading the nation. They're misleading the world. So our parties involved, they are aware that the case has sent, they sent the correspondence, as we're going for again for year, because LLM has made an appeal. They've made an appeal, so appeal also helps them in terms of, they are doing a business as usual, and but also sign them a player. If he cares, Atlanta cares,
so we just wait and see.
We understand that because ultimately Royal Emas are playing a delaying tactics in order to sign players because already was a campaign on it. So Mama sign a player, if my boy arbitration outcome what happens? So that's why Utavo spoke about it. It's a delaying tactics. They're trying to mislead the nation.
I must be the only one here that is understanding based on what Leruma Torejane had said. Pule, your thoughts?
Yes, let me also just throw in my what I had, because when you listen to the guy representing Nukovic, he's saying based on his opinion, and then you listen to Marumo Tobejane, he's talking about the letter that was in front of me that is coming from CAS. So I'm not sure if the lawyer did get the similar correspondence or not.
They got the same letter. I can tell you now, they received the same letter.
The same letter. Okay, now he's confused because he's saying in his opinion, but nonetheless, so I'm just trying to find out because this case of Royal AM in terms of case now, in terms of case setting aside their appeal. I remember the case of Barcelona where they were once banned to sign players, and then they made an appeal at case, and then the transfer ban was suspended, and then they were able to sign. That's where they were able to sign the likes of Luis Suarez and Ivan Rakitic and others. And then later, when case made a ruling, the transfer ban was reinstated, which means Barcelona, they didn't succeed in terms of their appeal, and then they received a transfer ban of 2 transfer windows. So I'm just trying to think if couldn't be the same one, can be the same thing as the one that happened with Barcelona, this one of Real AM. So we will be waiting to see in terms of what is going to happen, because now, as they say, they have appeal and then case has set aside the initial ruling by FIFA. So like Nkonza said, it now gives them the right, an opportunity to sign players for this current transfer to go into the new season. Yes. So it would be very much interesting to see how this one pans out. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a...
Well, we'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. Breaking news. Gents, I want you to jump on this one immediately. Yeah. Breaking news, Andile Jali has signed for Moroka Swallows. Andile Jali is now, as expected, I mean, it wasn't a very hidden secret. We all knew it was going there, but it's now been confirmed. Andile Jali will be coached once again by Steve Kompela. They're going to be together at Moroka Swallows, not Swallows Football Club anymore. Moroka Swallows Football Club. Nadim?
It's a good move for Moroka Swallows. Andile Jali is the best midfielder in the PSL. I mean, he's shown when he was at Sundowns. The last time he played a full season, he was the midfielder of the season. It's unfortunate what happened last season where he couldn't play. Maybe when immediately Rulani took over, we don't know what happened. There were stories out that he came to training drunk with Sipombule, but he's a very good signing for Moroka Swallows. Andile Jali is still good enough to play in the PSL, provided he just stay away a bit from alcohol, because we know that his lifestyle off the pitch is not one of the best lifestyle. But if you can just look at his age and focus, maybe give Swallows that kind of 1 or 2 seasons, he will actually improve the team. You know, like going to clubbing and all those things, drinking and all those kind of things. Yeah, as an alcoholic.
Andile is a good signing for...
Not an alcoholic. He's had his issues with the life outside.
No. I know him from Pirates. He's
I'm agreeing with you.
Always in nightclubs, drunk, and all those kind of things. There are videos.
So
of him. He just need to focus. He's a top player. I'm saying he's the best midfielder in the PSL. No one, if he's playing, is full fit. No one is better than him. He just need to focus on his performance on the field.
Pule?
Because Jabu Pule was destroyed by that also.
A very good signing for Swallows, Andile, without a doubt. With Andile, what Andile Jali brings to Swallows is a great fight in the midfield of Swallows, and also leadership, because he also is captain Sundowns. So what he brings to the Swallows team as well, because it has a couple of young players, it's also the issue of leadership into that team. And then also you must remember that Andile and Coach Steve Cooper, they have a very good rapport. So I think Coach Steve might have had a hand in terms of persuading AJ to come over to join the Dubabets nest. So I think this one is a very, very good signing for Swallows. Probably this is their marquee signing in this transfer window, without a doubt.
Mkonza?
So I think for me, just to add, Andile is a good signing in a sense that, because like I culture it, we confuse experience in the age. But Andile Jali, he has won many trophies. He has played in Belgium. You build a team around a solid, experienced player like Andile Jali. I think for me, also Swallows are remodeling his squad sub on a team as a whole. I mean, they're back to as Moroka Swallows, bringing a new coach. I think Kompela he had a say in this team. And this is what I always say to most teams. You build your team around an experienced campaigner like Andile Jali. He has made a lot of appearances, not just appearances. He's been in a big battles, high-profile matches. That is where he departure point Swallows has been. He's Okala corner, because Andile Jali brings that leadership. And I can tell you right now, I put my head on the block. Who's my captain in the club?
Andile Jali is going to be the captain.
Thanking about.
Nadim? Is he?
Of course, he has to be. I mean, he's the most experienced player, the best player in that team. Is actually the team has to be around him. The only worry about Andile is his lifestyle of the pitch. On the pitch, he's brilliant. I mean, we tried many times, but he just need to play now.
Andile Jali, breaking news, has signed for Moroka Swallows. I mean, something that we've spoken about here. It wasn't a very well-kept secret. We all knew that it was going to go that way. It's now been confirmed. Andile Jali, Umhlegazi, is going to be out at Swallows, coached by a man he knows well. Spent the last couple of years with him out at Sundowns in Steve Kompela. The two of them have reunited. He'll be getting his jersey number 15 at Swallows. So there you go. You know, he's been off football for a while, but he's been training by himself. Nadeem is right. Up until he didn't play the last season, he was player. He was the best midfielder in South Africa. Up until such a point where he stopped playing.
Last day, he won the midfield of the
last season.
Yeah, that's so you can't take that for granted. How many midfielders?
The only thing you can take for granted is alcohol, because the only problem
that is why
the only problem here is alcohol, is not the performance.
When you're out here, come jail.
28 after the hour 6. Let's move on now to another signing. One that had Mkonza say that there's Chiefs type of players, and Chiefs haven't been signing Chiefs type of players for a long time. But he feels that in Ncube Potsane, they finally found a Chiefs player. No?
I'm looking at the recruitment policy. One is signing a Potsane is desperation signing. Two, I'm looking at my numbers. Potsane are not good enough for a Chiefs influential midfielder. Because Maudali midfielder Chiefs, and you're not just a midfielder, you need to be very influential. I mean, 18 matches, 3 assists, no goal. What does that tell you? And I'm like, okay, recruitment Chiefs ganti hamba kanjani ngoba kunomfundo Tigers. For me, you need a spark player. Chiefs need a spark player. You can't have a case of Chiefs that doesn't have a player of an Ochabupule, Noskara, Ngobe said. Mfundo Tigers, when they went to Royal M, I thought, okay, Chiefs might go for Tigers. And I look at Tigers, who let it spark, Ufafa Zusugel. This is what Chiefs needs now, because the Chiefs that play stagnant, he came stagnant, get that on J effort. No, Chiefs is not a team effort. And the team, you go to win a game, get dominance, ball position, speed, young in the slang and a game in. So it shows good. That is why the last 8 years has informed us good. He outcome being a concurrent, and because of through the signing about NZ.
Let's go to the Chiefs fan on the line. Ncube Potsane has been signed. Pule, what do you think?
Andile, to be honest, it came as a surprise to me. Like Mkonza said, Chiefs needed a player that can that have that spark. Me as well, I was actually looking for, I've been taking the club that go for Tigers, but then unfortunately they went for Potsane. But if we look at Potsane, for me, he's a very good player. He has speed. I've seen him is very much good in terms of one-on-one terms to eliminating opponents. And then his signing, I think, is also informed by now having Coach Ncube as a team's head coach, because if you listen to the people that have worked closely with Coach Ncube, they say he's a type of a coach who prefer to play that fast attacking style of football. And then you look at a player like Potsane in terms of his profile and in terms of how he plays, he's a very fast and nippy player. He does goes into the box. He's able to find spaces, in and around the box, especially to play well in tight spaces around the box. And then my only concern is his goal return. Is for an attacking player like him, his goal return is very low, because he has played overall in all since 2019. He has played 90 games up until now, and then only 3 goals, and then with 13 assists. So in terms of his contribution, in terms of attacks and scoring goals, he's a little bit short there. But I think maybe the coaching team at Chiefs, they will try and improve him, try to get in the right areas in terms of attacking spaces, so that
that's the issue, Napuli, is that Mkonza doesn't feel like Chiefs is the team that you go to get improved. He feels that you get to Kaizer Chiefs as a player who's ready to go. You can't go to Chiefs to learn, he says.
No, he's damn right there. You need to come to Kaizer Chiefs being a cooked player. You also just to go in there, then go with the flow, run immediately, hit the ground running, then do the job as expected by the truth of the Chiefs fans. Expect much from each and every player that gets signed by the club. They expect to hit the road running. There's no time for you to settle to do that, because if you look at the club, hasn't tasted success for the past 8 years.
We're going to hang up on Pule and try call him back again. That line not great there, so we're going to just drop on Pule and please try get him back on the line. That line, we're losing it now. Waiting for your opinion and your thoughts. Ncube Potsane signed for Kaizer Chiefs.
I think it's a good squad player. Of course, it's not like your
a squad player.
Yeah, of course, just like your Kabelo Dlamini at Orlando Pirates. Sometimes you need a lot of. One thing we said Chiefs they don't need. They lacked a lot of players. So now this is their 7th signing in this season. I mean, they just need to keep on signing. I think it's gonna. Honestly, think
keep on signing and quality.
He is not a bad player.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I didn't say he's a bad player. When they must keep on signing, but also
okay.
Signing.
Can I finish my point?
Okay, sure.
Wow, you want to finish your point?
No, yes.
When?
No, yeah, I do. Okay. What people are saying? Kaizer Chiefs are not signing players. I mean, if you look what they have. He's actually experienced 29 years, been in the PSL for the past 5 seasons. He's playing for big teams. Just like Saleng, when he joined Pirates, few people knew him. Here, they're very great. It doesn't mean your past. It's actually going to carry on. Sometimes some players, they can be given a chance in a big team and really, really do well. If you look at how Pirates played by the end of the season, one of the key players, people that was underrated, was Kabelo Dlamini. If you look at the assists and the goals, I mean, it doesn't score a lot of goals. It doesn't come with a lot of. Sometimes you need that kind of squad players to improve. You need to improve the team. For me, I think it's a good signing at Kaizer Chiefs. I honestly think he can improve the team because they need quality. They lack depth. Yes.
So he doesn't get onto the 11. He's in the 18.
Oh, of course, he's a squad player. It's not your starting lineup.
So Silence is a squad player.
Of course, you have to. You can't sign starting players all the time. There's no team in the world. There's no team in the world that sign all. Even Madrid signed Andile from Fenerbahce. It's 18 years. You can't say that is a starting lineup player. Sometimes you need to sign players that are gonna improve the team. I honestly think we can't.
Tell you one thing. More invested.
I don't want to criticize Chiefs for these signings. I'm happy with him. I think it's a good signing.
Chiefs are winning league.
No.
Investment is straight.
I said Chiefs need to sign 12 players. This is 7 signing. I know 5 more are coming. They must keep on signing. Is a good player.
No, for you.
Yes, 086-000-2160 at 1845. We take your calls, your WhatsApps on 060-552-7303. Let's take a break. When we come back, we talk Bafana Bafana before our big conversation. Podcast Fridays. I am Andile Ncube alongside with my team on a Friday on Sports Night Amplified with Andile Nadim. SABC, former SABC sports researcher and statistician, Prem Konza, former Kaizer Chiefs and SABC sport analyst, as well as former Bafana Bafana player. And of course, today we've got Buda Jacobs, who joins us from Twitter to come and enjoy the conversation with us. Gents, we saw what CAF and FIFA have done. They've released the African qualifiers draw for the USA for the World Cup. We find ourselves in Group C, alongside Nigeria, Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Lesotho. Those are the 5 teams that South Africa have to conquer in order to get to the next phase. Egypt is in a group of their own, so you don't have to worry about that. In a group that they should win pretty easily with Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. You got Senegal as well. Their toughest team there is probably going to be the DR Congo. In Group D, Cameroon, the next strongest team there is between Angola and Cape Verde, perhaps. Group E, you've got Morocco that take on Niger as well as Zambia. In that group there, Gambia, Kenya, and Gabon take on Cote d'Ivoire. Algeria seems to be in an okay group as well. Very well-placed groups, but in Group C, where South Africa is, Nigeria, Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and Lesotho. Pule.
Andile, I won't say it's a tough group. We don't have excuse not to qualify for this group. Looking at the caliber of stars in this group, the only stumbling block here could be Nigeria, but I think we can beat Nigeria. We can beat Nigeria, especially if we can give the kind of performance that we gave against Morocco last month at FNB Stadium. If we can take that performance and just add a bit on it, improve it, and then I think we can beat Nigeria and beat these other teams. So for me here, the target for Coach Bruce, it should be to win all the games, and more so importantly, the away games, because we tend to struggle to get good results at away matches. So we must target winning our away matches, and also make sure that at least we target to win actually all the games in this group, so that we can be able to qualify out of this group. So this group is just it brings rekindling the rivalry between Bafana Bafana and Nigeria. So, but as I said, we don't have an excuse not to win, to come out of this group. So we just need to go out there, win all our games, home and away, and then go to the next stage of qualifying for the World Cup.
Well, remember, there's no qualifiers here. You win your group, you go all the way through to the World Cup. Have a listen to this. This is Hugo Bruce sharing his thoughts after hearing the draw.
I think it has to be possible for South Africa to qualify for World Cup 26. being first in the group. If you see the progression we made in the last 2 years, you can't compare those qualifiers with the qualifiers for Qatar 2 years ago. We are better now, we have a better team now. So, okay, I'm confident. Still, I know that all the games have to be played. And this will be something, a next step in our progression, that those difficult away games against those not the best teams of Africa, like Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Lesotho and Benin, that we have to try to win them and try to win as much as possible points, because those points, those victories will be decisive at the end, who will be first. And I think it will be a battle between Nigeria and us.
So that's the coach, Hugo Bruce. He thinks it's possible. He's looked at the group and says, especially teams like Zimbabwe are teams that we should be beating. Bule says so. Mkonza, realistically, having seen what Bafana Bafana have done under Hugo Bruce since his tenure, what do you think?
We've got a solid hope, Andile, in a sense that, yes, if Upega in Nigeria is the only rivalry that is tough for us. But remember, in Zimbabwe now, if FIFA would have just lifted Ipeni 18 months, they were suspended. So it's not going to be easy. I listen to you good to see Aina, but these smaller teams, they come back stronger when they play Bafana Bafana, which I said to you the other day. But what's also important is we're aiming to win the group automatically. Because kuna opportunity also your playoffs with runners up, the best runners up. I thought that will go into playoffs. But we're not aiming for that. We're aiming for automatical qualification, because ndoda yazi ukuthi kanjani qualify sinama resources phela sinama resources na infrastructure simnandi yini jive kahle.
So qualifying ama resources,
no zakusiza lezi zinto in order for you to be able to sort out ama issues wakho. Remember, as a country ukuqala sina identity as umzansi wokenziwa yini lokho kanjani, because it's important as a country to have an identity yakho yokudlala. Hugo Bruce uzile la, but angeke sibe an identity because ayiqala kuya identity iqala le phansi ku grassroots. So these are the things that we need to sort out kancane. Le mpempe sikhuluma la siyayilungisa.
Nadim, let me come to you with this one.
Yo, I didn't hear what Mkoza was saying.
Yeah,
I don't even know if Bafana Bafana will qualify or not from what he says. Okay, from what I've seen,
no, to be honest, namangimzwanga.
Maybe they go fix the pitch at
for automatical qualification.
We know that.
Yes, we do. So Bafana needs to qualify.
Even Nigeria is aiming for that.
Yeah, but we need to qualify. That's what I said.
Even Zimbabwe is aiming for that.
Bafana needs to qualify by hook or crook.
Okay, look. The way I see it, Nigeria will qualify simply because if you look how they qualify, they play at home. They're very strong in the qualifiers at home. Bafana have a tendency of like coming with unsurprising results. You remember when Pitso came with a nice vision in 2014, he couldn't beat Ethiopia in Rustenburg. Then Bafana Bafana have never qualified since when the last time Bafana Bafana qualified for a World Cup was in 2001, the one in Korea, Japan, besides hosting the 2010 World Cup. So Clive Barker, the one Masinga scored that goal. So those are the two World Cups Bafana Bafana qualified for.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult, and I can't be deceived that Zimbabwe. Bafana Bafana have this thing, they can beat Nigeria home and away. Then it lose to Benin or Zimbabwe or Rwanda or Lesotho. You never know what to expect. Just like Pitso expected to do well, he couldn't beat Ethiopia and Rustenburg. That's how he lost his job as a Bafana Bafana coach. So I'm not really convinced that Nigeria are well experienced. If you look the quality of their players, Victor Osimhen just won the Serie A best attacker, plays for Napoli. It's brilliant. They've got quality. Our number one striker is Zakele Lebasa, who averaged 3 goals per season. So we don't really have the quality to compete with the Nigerians head-to-head. That's my problem. The coach played in Morocco, but Morocco, remember, before Morocco, he struggled to beat Liberia, a team that is ranked 100 and something. So at Orlando Bafana, they were leading with 2-0. Chigi. So we 2-2. With Bafana Bafana, you never know what to expect. And Bafana Bafana... Exactly. And one thing you must know, Bafana Bafana are not usually good in qualifiers. They are dangerous in friendly matches. Morocco, they came in this match. Most of their players were already on vacation. Even their goalkeeper was on the bench.
Yeah.
You can't read too much that Bafana Bafana beat Morocco, because Morocco, they are very strong. That's why they beat Bafana Bafana in the first leg. So I honestly think it's a very tough group for South Africa, because Nigeria is there. In terms of quality, we can't even compare. They've got players who are playing in the Premier League, Champions League football. The quality is just too far. I mean, the coach cannot do anything with Zakele Lebasa, because we know that is our number one striker. I don't think this team is good enough to compete with Nigeria.
I thought it's simple, Andy.
We can surprise Nigeria and beat them.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's I did say that they can beat Nigeria home and away. Then you lose to Zimbabwe and draw to Benin, and then draw with Lesotho. That's been the tendency. Bafana will play well and then go to Central Republic and draw and come back and play in Durban. Look at the history how Bafana Bafana have been failing to qualify.
If you want to come in,
there's a reason why Bafana Bafana always struggling to qualify for World Cup.
I thought it's very simple for qualifiers. 5 away games, make sure you don't lose them, and come back at home with only 3 points. That's how you qualify. Bafana Bafana reason ngithi Bafana ku qualify ukuthi kwenzakala nezinye sozikhuluma ekseni manje siyayiqeda and Bafana Bafana will qualify.
Yes, we know our games work on competing our chances because we create chances as a team, but we tend to fail to convert them. Easy chances. So let's work on that. Win our away games, convert our chances. Try to be strong and not undermine other teams, because that's where the problem is as well. The attitude towards us, so-called smaller countries, we tend to think we can run over them, but then it's the opposite. So we need to correct on that. Win our away games, convert our chances, give each and every team equal respect, and then that's it. That will see you through.
086-000-2160. It's your turn. We've given you many stories. Bafana Potsane joining Kaizer Chiefs. Andile Jali, a surprise story that we hadn't planned for, going all the way from the one side of Pretoria, from one side of Soweto to Pretoria and back now to the other side of Soweto. We spoke about the World Cup qualifiers as well, the draw, Royal AM, Ben. I'm looking at the time. We're not going to be able to. That conversation is going to have to go on for another week. It's going to have to go for another week. Look at the time, Nadim. Andile Jali came in and took our time. We didn't plan for Andile Jali to sign. We didn't plan for Andile Jali to sign.
Let's hope we focus on football, that one.
Right, here we go. Taking your calls now and your voice notes. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll go straight to your voice notes. 060-552-7303 and 086-00-02160 is your call.
Good evening, studio crew. I've meticulously listened to both Royal AM and Nokovic's legal representative opposing versions. I'm not a legal doyen, nor a well-versed scholar of legal etiquette, but I can deduce that Lerumo Toveyani's version is a sheer sophistry at its nadir. I used to idolize Royal AM boss by virtue of being a female football owner in industry traditionally dominated by male bosses. I erroneously presumed it wouldn't be a protracted legal contest given the opulent lifestyle paraded by Mam Kize. The club recent legal antics precipitated myself to question the club managerial aptitude and Lerumo Toveyani legal veracity. The manner that club is being run should be called Soweto Royal AM. Should Nokovic decide to ply his trade in an exotic country only to wreck his career? I think Mam Kize should have been given a legal hint by external expert, but it has been water of a dark speck which epitomizes the narcissistic personality. Malo root to witness in Patlele. Adieu.
Yeah?
Esingamla samampela ke lesi.
Sikushayile.
Hayi sikulahlele dustini lezi.
I hear you, I don't agree with a lot of what you said there. I don't think it was enormous that you did find some sort of sophistication in her. I think there's a lot more to the club and to their belief in their lawyer than what he gives, you know. So just stand by and let's wait and hear it play out. Let's play one more before we take the calls.
Andile. Dumela Andile. Andile rulano re jesa ka di pipe. Rulano lata batho ba hae. Rulano o tsamaisa di legend ko Sundowns. Batho ba lusa di Spane ka this economic difficulties. People, they are losing jobs. I can imagine the likes of Surprise Moriri to replace like somebody way lore. We don't even know him because ke friend ya Rulane. That's purely unfair. It's really heartbroken situation. So I don't want to and it's so painful. We just wish everything even sharper. Mush is the best season. Mara askaya go multi choice. Also on focus go first team because first team is sponsored by Godfrey from Kibla Park.
Thank you, Godfrey.
Molweni teta no abuyile Pavuma apha eGqeberha. Yazi Friday if ngathi ayifiki Friday nibe lapha estudio nidibana apha nomkhonza ndimthanda kakhulu umkhonza man ndimthanda kakhulu ingase ayifiki nyani Friday ubona lexesha la Friday ngathi 30 minutes endiba lapha estudio ingase man umphathi we metro we-Metro FM ingaske anike noba yi-extra nje 30 minutes.
Ufuna usibulalisa ngolulo.
Abange-Friday. Yeah, so hayi nenza kakhulu man. Nenza kakhulu, big up guys man. Big up.
Thank you very much man.
Thank you man. Yabulela kakhulu man kumsebenzi wena niwenzayo omhle.
Appreciate it. Yes, at 2 o'clock today, people were saying and teaching good day, man. The speakers are charged and ready, guys.
Hey.
Guys are gathering. Slangana lango 6. Let's play one more before we take the calls.
Evening, Miss Andile. Yes, Perchon Dusange from Dival. Yeah, diving straight to the points tonight. I think Royal AM is still buying time, and I hope who is advising Miss Mamkis. Yeah, I feel sorry for her. Yeah, I would like to congratulate Andile Jali for getting a nod at Moroka Swallows, and I hope you're gonna synchronize it with Coach Steve Compel, where they left at Sundowns. Yeah, let's talk Bafana Bafana, a group of that, in my personal opinion, comparing Group A up to Group I. I think we have a 50-50 chance situation, and I believe as a country and Coach Hugh Bruce and the help of Safa, we can reach and qualify to the World Cup. Big up to your show.
Thank you very much. Let's take your calls now. Let's start with Sinong out in Rustenburg. Am I right? Oh no, it's Makosong. Who is it? It is Sinong.
Hey,
Sinong?
how's it?
Who's it?
Hey, sharp, man.
We laid the table. Tell us.
Aye, man. I'm a top born, spot on. You are the best, my man. I really enjoy you, man, to be honest.
No, he was weak, this man, today. What are you talking about? No, Sinong Baskele.
No, every time I could look at Andile, I feel at ease.
What did he say today that hit the point? We think, Vandag.
No, I want to talk about the big team. I want to begin a touch.
Kena, go say like Andile Jali, man. So it will next week, please.
Next week.
Please.
Hey, man, Jalile and our teaser are where Europe or Middle East. We don't understand. I follow more Twitter, shoot a photo, and I might over tumble. Because maybe it's going to Middle East.
So no, thank you very much. We'll carry on that conversation next week, my friend, out in Rustenburg, Sinong. Let's go to, I think it's Lunga. Is it Lunga? Lunga and report.
Good day, team.
Hey, man, talk to us.
Yeah, man. Firstly, I'd like to say, mina ngifuna umuntu ofana noNadi empilweni yami yabona.
Why?
I am a man.
Yeah, right out there.
Ufunani kuNadi?
No, we, you know, at least he spices as straightforward. Njengoba injalo like
we beg injalo.
Yeah, we beg injalo aka police uNadi uright sifuna umuntu onjalo empilweni ukuze sizibuyise singabantu sibone ukuthi
oh empilweni hayi empilweni yakho ne.
Okay, no ngiyakuzwa.
No empilweni yakho.
No ngiyakuzwa Lunga.
Empilweni zethu mkhona.
Lunga Ndrodepo, thank you so much. Let's go to Makosonke. Makosonke uwanongoma.
Yebo ndane.
Hayi cha ngumqemane uthini man?
Ngiyaphila ngibingelele nezizwa lezonazo.
Awu ndoda yakithi ukahle?
Yes. Ngiyaphila ngiyayithanda indlela elikhuluma ngayo niphendulana ngakhona emnandi.
Siyabonga bhuti.
Bese ngena lapha ke kumdlalo lo esimthenge we-RM. Yebo ngumdlalo right kodwa nami akusomdlalo engimcabanga ukuthi besingamletha.
Hayibo.
Kaizer Chiefs. And then okunye engingakubeka iChiefs yesiyasayina. Siyayibona isayini le7. But kunendawo Andile ezibalekelayo. Okuyizona phela siyidinga kabi ayifayina. Especially strikers.
Yeah.
Asikwazi ukuthi sothi basayine strike C1 naso singazi ukuthi singesethu noma kusesethu ngalezi zinto ezikhona phakathi kwamaklasi. 2 indawo le eyidlalwa lapha ngesikhathi somkhoza eyidlalwa lapho tilashini engomasho we still siyayibalekela.
Very true.
Asiyayibalekela asifuni ukusayina umuntu lapha esathi usilekelele esiswini. Manje nje ngendlela abasayina ngayo ngize ngivuna nomfowethu lothi abavele besayina isquad abadala bawu12 ngempela bavele besayina ngoba asiqondi ukuthi kusayina kwabo
kuya abasayine bhuti abasayine
abavele nje besayina ngoba akwazi usayina ukuthi ngoba angathi abanaso istrategy sokusayina ukuthi sifuna ukuvala la ibadala njobe besayina striker lesiyo abasayina kumarumo Galaxy uzofika ukuthi futhi sokuthi lesikhala sesilokhu udlala sodwa singena support njengalezi bezikhona. That's the problem. Bese nje ngibonga leSwallows ngoAndile Jali ngithi ngibashayela ihlobo beSwallows bakhombisa amathimba sesowethu ukuthi uJali ubalulekile. Ngiyabonga.
Makosonke out kwaNongoma. Thank you so much. I appreciate that one. One of my favorites, of course, that calls in. I know I owe him a call, Tulani, out in Green Village. Tulani, don't worry. I know I owe you a call. We'll get to that call, you and I. What's going on?
Yeah, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm always good, man.
I'm good. Hey, Steve, how are you, man?
Yeah, Tulani, Ukraine out here.
I'm not in
Yeah,
but
no. I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
Oh.
How are you, Mr. Nadim?
I'm
not. Let me start by saying, with my statement last time, the name to make you big, take my apologies from that word, yeah? I was not supposed to say that.
No, don't worry about it. Go on, my friend, go on.
Yeah. I want to talk about Bafana, my guy. Hey, man, this old man, Mr. Hugo Bruce, I had faith in this man when he started. The arrogance and the belief from him, I could see that he knows the story. Not qualifying last time, losing to Ghana. Yes, we started talking and judging and saying things about Jali and Mshishi. Yes, they could play. Mshishi, yes, we needed Mshishi. With Jali, for me, I thought different with Jali, because now, if you look at the defensive midfielders of today, my guy, they score. They score. They have like 10, 13 goals per season. Jali is not that kind of a defensive midfielder, and I can see their style of play with Hugo Bruce, defensive midfielders that they can score, that can play long passes. Jali doesn't have a long pass, but good player.
Jali doesn't have a long pass?
Jali does not play a long pass, my guy. You can Google, watch his games from Pirates, what. He doesn't have a long pass, Andile Jali.
Yeah.
Okay, coming to the point of Bafana, I think that group, Hugo Bruce is going to come up top.
You believe in Hugo?
I believe in that team. I believe in Hugo Bruce. You know, if you can look back on the game they played with Morocco, not the one that we just won, in Morocco. That game, we were just unlucky to lose the game. But I had a belief after that game that the game that you're going to play with Morocco in South Africa, they're going to win that game.
Sure.
Because of seeing the progress that Mr. Bruce, the progress in that team of Hugo Bruce.
Oh, I appreciate it, Chilani, out in Green Village. Thank you so much for that one there. I know I do owe you a call, and we will come through it. The last one, Simplex, out in Cape Town. Simplex.
Yes, how are you?
No, I'm good, man. Talk to us.
Good. Just greetings to the gentleman there, man.
Wala Simplex.
Okay, I just want to say, guys, please, on a Friday, please, to the authorities there, make it 90 minutes, madam.
Full match.
Anyways, football is 90 minutes.
Now we petty umnandi lapha kamnandanga.
Simplex, unfortunately, the 60 is over, and you know what? I enjoy the next 30 minutes that comes after this, so I could never do that. The guys need to take over and get this Friday started. Gents, how do you rate Upule? Is Pule still on the line?
Yeah, Pule's.
No, Pule's gone.
Keep his safety belt on.
Pule, simkai debut, samzama.
Keep his safety belt, you have
Udlala
ukhona.
Angayithola enye call up here.
Angayithola ushukela ukhona.
Anadima kavumi.
Kahle wena.
No, I wouldn't say anything again. No, the problem is that his line was not really clear, but it was good. It was very good.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's our show. Thank you so much for joining us. Next week, Friday. I know Friday is so far. It's so far. 7 days, then the guys are back. Thank you so much to Mkonza. Thank you to Nadim, as well as Pule, Jacobs_Pule, who came through for us today. Appreciate you. Timmy not in today. We had Valerie producing the show. Thank you so much, Val. Pela. That's all me.